Looks like Nvidia is putting their 50 series GPUs on the chopping block. What gives? Well, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, Nvidia just rolled out, or I could say, well, upcoming GPU rollout is starting to look very unusual. Not strategically different from what we're used to. Instead of leading with the big hitters or the high VRAM models, the early lineup appears to focus on the 5060 Ti 8GB, then the 5060, and only after that, the 5070. I don't know. And that order raises some interesting questions about where the market is heading. Now, let me be clear and right up front about something. There's nothing wrong with 8 or 12 gigabyte graphics cards. They still serve a massive portion of gamers, especially at 1080p and even at 1440p in the right titles. The hardware itself isn't the issue. What's interesting is the strategy behind releasing these specific models first, especially in a year where VRAM demand is climbing and memory supply is tightening. Where you look at the bigger picture, it starts to make sense. GDR6 and GDR7 are high in demand, and AI is eating up a huge chunk of the supply chain. If you're Nvidia and you're trying to stretch limited memory inventory across gaming, workstations, and AI products, you're going to prioritize the cards that use the least VRAM first. That's just business, in their mind. But for customers like us, it creates this weird moment where mid-range feels like, I don't know, like it's being held back on purpose. Or you want to look at it like this way, and here's where the things get even more interesting. It really does. Normally, when Nvidia leaves a gap in the market, AMD swoops in and with an aggressive price or higher VRAM alternatives. But this time, AMD is kind of raising the prices too, guys. So instead of a clear just by AMD escape route, we're watching both. Both companies are adjusting their pricing strategies at this time. That puts the entire mid-range in a strange position. Not bad, not doomed, just different from what we've come to expect, basically. So what does that mean for the future? I don't know. It could signal a shift where the mid-range becomes more segmented, more stretched, and more dependent on memory availability. It could mean longer gaps between launches. It could mean that the days of high-end VRAM cards at mid-range prices are fading a lot. Or it could simply be a temporary ripple caused by a supply constraint and AI demand. Damn AI. Either way, it's worth paying attention to because the hardware is not bad. It's really not. But because the strategy behind these releases tells us a lot about where the GPU market is really heading. And if both Nvidia and AMD are adjusting their pricing and product stacks at this time, consumers are going to feel the shift, whether they're buying a budget, mid-range, or high-end. So the real question isn't, is 8 gigabytes enough, or is 12 gigabytes enough? The real question is, what does this rollout say about for the future of GPUs? And how should consumers really navigate a market where both major players are changing their approach at the same time? That's the conversation we need to be having right now. Because their decisions, and believe it or not, their decisions are being made right now, are going to shape the next 2 or 3 generations of graphics cards. So bottom line is this. The question you should have in your mind, why is AMD and Nvidia putting all their eggs in one basket? Cutting out the gamers and the PC community and shifting everything over to AI and the data centers and everything else. Did they not forget where they came from? Obviously they did. Obviously they forgot who put them on top, who got them where they need to go. Even though they created the product, it was the gamers and the PC users were the ones that were buying the product in the first place. So ask yourself this question. In the next 2 or 3 years, are you really going to be buying a new graphics card? Leave your comments down below and let me know what you think. And if you do, make sure you hit that subscribe button along the way because it'll help the channel out. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to share this little segment with you. And if this is your first time here and you do enjoy my videos, again, hit the subscribe button. You will help the channel out. But until the next time and the next video, you know what it is, and we'll see you on the next one.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this,